Let's talk about text-based apps. And the first one I'm going to talk about is Proloquo4Text. And in this one, remember with text-based apps, what you're talking about is individuals who are literate. So I'm going to press in the middle portion here and I get my keyboard. And people can spell their own messages if they can type.
People can spell their own messages.
And this gives, well, let's say, potentially unlimited generative capacity.
This gives potentially unlimited generative capacity.
And now that I have this text here, I could even use the Sharo and send it somewhere else. Drop it to someone, drop it in a text message or something like that. So now I have the words, I have the things I want to say, and I also have access to the capabilities within my iPad of anything that I might have text coming out of because I've generated something with the keyboard. So now the issue is, well, how can I go faster? Because you could even see I was making mistakes. One of the things I could do is I can use the prediction of words at the top to assist me. And Proloquo4Text, if you see, it has an additional bar above my usual bar that's giving me more choices than I might normally get. And so that's a good thing. I've got access to phrases, you can see on the left, and I can populate that kind of information so that my name would be already filled in there. If that's a phrase I really needed to have, I could have quick sentences or stories and news that I wanted to put in there. If I'm done, I can get rid of a portion of something that I didn't like, or I can completely clear it out. If I didn't like that, well, we could go back again so I don't completely lose what I just had. And if I do clear that out, and then it turns out later I say, hey, I just said something to someone else previously, I can try to get into my history.
People can spell their own messages. This gives potentially unlimited generative capacity.
And now it shows up, once I've sent it using that play button, it saves it in my history so that I don't have to say that again. I've got access to that phrase, and if there's something that I remember saying to someone previously, I can just go back and pull that out again. That's something AssistiveWare, which is the company that makes Proloquo4Text and Proloquo2Go, that's something they've done really since their first app is made use of that history feature to great effect. I'm going to keep screen recording though. We can have other quick talk phrases here.
Please be patient while I write my message.
Notice the quick talk phrases, though, they don't appear in the middle. They are just immediately said out, and that's because these are phrases that I would want to have
Please.
just quickly delivered, so instantly. I don't want an extra hit in the middle. And I can populate it with some of my own, maybe unique expressions. And I might take something like sarcasm. And I'll be done with that. And under sarcasm, maybe I want to have a particular phrase in there. I don't need to be sarcastic with all of you.
That was some good typing.
I'll use it for a sort of self-deprecating humor, right? And so now I've got that phrase available to me. And really, it's very easy and quick to add a number of phrases here. by category that you can quick talk say, or you can have other things that maybe will come out that you can do a little bit more with.
Have a great day.
Notice the ones that I put out here
Have a great day.
are going to go there. And now when I clear that out, I've now got have a great day because I use that center button. One of the other things with any app is that when you're talking about an app that can access the Apple keyboard, that means I've got access in the lower left hand to change to different keyboards. And Proloquo uses Proloquo4Text and Assistiveware also sells something called Keeble. And so I can switch to the Keeble keyboard, and now I've got access to much higher contrast, much brighter, bigger buttons on here. So let's see if I am any more successful in typing with this keyboard.
Let's see if I am any more successful in typing with the keyboard.
And the answer is only slightly, right? So we'll just get rid of that. I've got additional my prediction engines at the top there, my prediction words, and that's really helpful. But you could really switch to any other keyboard. Here's Pro Keyboard, which is a really nice academic one. It's got some nice math functions to it. Not as helpful here for what we're doing, but I'll get out of that now. And I'll just go back to my regular keyboard. Another thing to remember is that you could have a Bluetooth keyboard, or if you have your iPad in a case, you can have an attached Magic Keyboard or something, some other product by Apple. So if you feel like too much real estate's being taken up by some of these and you need a little more space there, you can always move them off to the side. Come back to my quick talk there. And in conversations, I can save additional pieces of information that are going to be relevant to a particular conversation. Right? And I can search back through for those kind of records that I have there. We can customize the appearance here, having large icons, having all kinds of other tweaks here in terms of the background color maybe. I was going for something a little more OU. And then the highlight color when the text is spoken too. These are the blocks that I can have here. We've got phrase, quick talk, conversation, history, word, and sentence prediction. Notice that. So not only is this going to be predicting, if we watch here, I get sentence prediction on the side, and
here are directions to my house.
Now all of a sudden I can maybe get access to my sentences a little bit more quickly using those kind of features. You've always got the pencil here to help you make changes to some of these pre-populated blocks. And people I've seen use Proloquo4Text. It's a great way to give you access if you are a typer and then want to try to use a lot of these different acceleration strategies. It's really fantastic for that. You get access to whatever external keyboard you like, or onboard keyboard on the iPad that you like, plus the other capabilities of the iPad as well. So for people who are still pretty typing based with some kind of keyboard, Proloquo4Text is really an excellent option. Yes, you could set something up and scan a keyboard with this, and that would certainly be possible. but there could be a few other choices we may talk about if we wanted to go in that direction. I'd say Proloquo4Text is really optimized toward those keyboard users.